Create mind-boggling images directly from your terminal window with just a caress of your keyboard. By using UI, you can soon do just that, and only at 1,000th of the cost. But today, we can only use DALL-E 2. DALL-E 3 is rumored to come in the API in November, and that is in less than a week. DALL-E 3 is the version we really want. Will we get it in time? Let's set it up using UI. So if there are no big changes in the API from DALL-E 2 to DALL-E 3, we are ready to go. What would we need from UI to have image generation? We want to be able to generate a defined number of images from a text prompt. We want to be able to create a number of variations of an already existing image. And if we have defined a mask, we want to be able to give a prompt that changes only part of an image. And what will be the cost of using the API for image generation compared to getting the Plus subscription? First of all, we need to be able to see the image that we have generated. How does that work? In a text-based terminal window. Now, if you generate a lot of images and you download all the variants that you do, everyone is not that successful. Your image files will soon gobble up your disk really fast. So in this case, I want to use the API's option to just give us the image URLs and just use a browser to show us the images. Now, browsers can also download images for us. So there we have it. Using browsers, 2 required functions in one go. Now, what would image creation require from UI? We need a new command switch. I choose -C or --create. The generation prompt can use the normal UI prompt input, so nothing extra on that part. And images are not part of a conversation, so these image commands will not be part of the session handling used for chats. So nothing will be stored in .messages.json. Finally, the resulting lists of image URLs can be directly displayed as super long URLs that they are, or maybe prettier presented to us as short lists of clickable titles or links. Let's aim for the simpler version here. The number of generated images is 2 by default, but that can be changed with the -D and number switch between 1 to 10. So we can generate between 1 and 10 images. Now, let's just update the code, the existing code of UI, in fast forward. And then let's test it with this prompt. OI/D3/C, a cute manga girl in Halloween costume. Now this should give us 3 links that we can click on. So if we open up the first one in a browser, like that, this is the image we get. And open up the other 2 will give us these images. I like image number 2, but I would really like to see some variations of it. What would image variations require from UI? We need a new switch, -W or --variant together with a downloaded image present in the directory where we give the command. The file name is given as the prompt. The number of generated variations is 2 by default, but we can always change that with -d. Let's update the code for this one real quick. Now, let's test it with this prompt. OI-D3-W and the file name. And let's open up these links in a browser. We have variants. Now, this image is an image I generated in the live stream. See the card. What if I would like to change the apple in his hand to an orange? What would image edits require from OI? Also here, we need a new switch, -E or --edit, together with a downloaded image and a mask file present in the directory where we give the command. The OI prompt will then contain 3 parts separated by colons. First, file name of the file to edit, comma, the file name of the mask, comma, the prompt describing the final full image. So, let's update the code for this one real fast. Then, let's create a mask file using the GIMP. I open the file I would like to edit in GIMP, and then I double the image layer into a new one on the same size. And I make sure that this new layer is containing an alpha channel. Then I zoom in on the apple and draw a marking around the apple. With the new layer selected, I remove the area of the apple and leave transparent where we want the change. Now I can unclick the original image and export the mask to a new file. I like to call them mask-originalname.png. Now, let's test editing with this prompt. OI-E and then the prompt. First, the file img-viking.png, comma, maskviking.png, comma, Viking with a laptop in candlelight holding an orange in one hand. Let's try that one. So if we open up the link in the browser, we will find we have edited the image, an apple into an orange. If you're interested in OpenAI's API and or OI, do subscribe. I have a lot more fun coming. Now what about the cost of using DALL-E 3 through the API? We don't know what the running costs of DALL-E 3 will be yet. But we know the costs of ChatGPT 3.5, GPT-4 and DALL-E 2. So the cost of one DALL-E 2 image is 2 cents per the largest 1024 squared image size. Comparing that to $20 a month for a Plus subscription, that gives 1,000 generated images per month. Now, the cost increase from GPT 3.5 to GPT-4 went from 35 cents to 9 cents. That is a 25 times cost increase. So if we extrapolate that to DALL-E 3, we will see a price of 50 cents an image. And that will mean only 40 images generated per month before we reach the Plus subscription cost. Now, let's see what the actual cost of DALL-E 3 will be when it's introduced to the API, before we start making any hard conclusions about it. Now, if you can't take advantage of the sweet prices of the almost as capable ChatGPT 3.5 Turbo as the GPT-4, I'll walk you through how to get access to that from your own terminal window in the suggested video. Click it, and I will see you in there in just a second.